Hello and welcome to Leave It Love the channel. So on this channel, I do the Return Ascenders. I do the Return Ascenders every day. It is to return the energies back to wherever they are coming from. People are, they're just doing stuff. And it's like, oh my God, Lily, I need water. It's just been crazy. It's been crazy. I've been down, I've been sick for like 2 days. I'm still not okay, but I was like, I can't be sick. I can't be sick. Like I have to move around. You have to move around. This is energy. It's energy. I'm never sick. I don't get sick. But people get sick. How do you say? People get sick. I guess it's the weather. It's the weather. And a lot of stuff is going on. It's spiritual things. Nobody can see it. Nobody will, how do you say? I can't prove it. I can't prove spell work, but they're doing spell work. They're doing spell work. So if it's not the people in the courthouse, it's whatever I'm going through. Like I'm going through things here, and then people can feel whatever way they feel, and it's like they want to do more shit. And I'm like, I'm already going through something here, then they want to do more shit, and I'm like, yo, like I don't understand. But whatever. The spell is broken from before, but I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember everything. And then I remembered, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, I fucking love this guy. Like, I really like this guy. I really, really liked him. Like, I like, I was, damn, how can you talk? How can you talk about it? It's like you could really like someone or love someone or just want them there. Like, I always wanted this person there. Like, I wasn't gonna ever leave this. Like, why would I leave him if I liked him? Even if there was nothing there, it was like, but we was cool. We was just friends. But black magic, people do black magic. Black magic takes over your mind and it makes you do things that you don't want to do. So back then, my vibration was low because I was on some shit. Like, I wasn't as awakened as I am now. My vibe wasn't high. Like, I'm gonna argue with you, I'm gonna curse you out, I'm gonna talk shit, and my mind, my mental wasn't the way it is now. So it's easy for someone to do black magic on me and it works because I wasn't elevated. My vibe wasn't high, my vibe was low. Like, I was on some shit, you know but whatever. That happened. Black magic happened, and it just kept happening all these years. It's just been straight black magic. I had to grow, I had to heal, I had to evolve, I had to change. I had to change and stop being like that and calm down and control myself. Because I can't control other people, but you can control yourself, you know? And then it's like I always remember my godfather because he would always say to me, like, you need the earth. You need the earth to heal. And he would always tell me, calm down, Nana, calm down. Nana is like my child, little girl, or like, calm down. Like, I would start talking my shit and he's like, oh, girl, calm down. Nana, oh my God. But that was my godfather. That's how he would talk to me, and I had to learn to calm down by myself and do all this shit by myself. And I'm just like, oh my God, the spell broke. I've been cleansing. I've been doing everything that I could do on my own, and the spell broke. The spell broke, and the first person I reached out to was my person. But then the way everything happened, I'm like, he's probably mad at me. He don't want to talk to me. But I was like, everything that happened, I wasn't in my right mind. Like, I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand black magic. I didn't understand what was happening. And then it was like people was just doing black magic. Like they didn't want me to talk to him, and then they wanted to take me away from him, and it was just like a whole bunch of shit. And everybody playing in black magic, and I didn't know how to protect myself. And then he didn't know they're his friends, and it was just like, why would he believe me if I'm the outsider, and then it's all his friends, and I'm just like, and I'm the outside, and everybody's coming for me. So then it's like turn everyone against me, and then it worked because I was the outsider, and then my vibe was low. So whatever black magic they did, it worked, and I'm just like, you know, everyone was against me. I always had problems wherever I go, and I couldn't understand why, but I knew it was a curse. I knew this guy was doing black magic. Abu Mexico was doing black magic on me, and it was like I lost everything. From once I started talking to this guy, it's like everything just started going like downhill. I lost everything, and I was just like, wow, like this is not supposed to be happening. If he was a good person, like if he was genuinely a good person, bad things wouldn't be happening to me. But because of dealing with this asshole, this little rat, little nasty, dirty little boy, it's like everything just went downhill. But and then it's like I can't say anything to anyone. I would say things to people and they would never help me. They would just go with him and side with him and then work against me. Everyone worked against me because of this little person. And I'm like, yo, like he's disgusting little broke little boy. He is a little boy. I never saw him as a man, as a prospect, as nothing. He was a little fucking boy, and I'm just like, oh my god. And whoever I would talk to would side with him because they're African, and then I'm an outsider. Nobody ever believed me. So I had to just deal with shit, go through shit, grow, heal, evolve. I couldn't even have a day job. I just left my job and I just started working for myself, created the nonprofit Lead with Love Inc. And I do the black salt. I make the black salt. I have the spiritual splash. It is to ward off evil, protect you from negative energies. Let me see, because I even walk with it in my bag. Like I walk with it in my bag because I'm like, I have two. Because one is the splash, and then this one is like regular Florida water. Regular Florida water. And then I have this one too. This is the one, this is my splash, the one I made. It's all worn out, the label. But it's Lead with Love. Lead with Love Inc. And this has special herbs, magical herbs to help with your protection. Ooh. I put it right in my eyes, and then there's alcohol in it, like, and it went right in my eyes. I'm like, oh my god. But it's to ward away evil. It has magical, spiritual properties. The herbs, they're magical herbs. It's for your protection, to enhance your spirituality, for no negative energies to work on you. It's been black magic for the past 5 years. So I had to learn to cleanse myself. I had to learn how to do all these things by myself because nobody helped. Nobody would help me. Everyone was on demon time. Everyone was on demon time. And then it was like, it was no one I could talk to. No one would listen to me. And then I'm spiritual. I'm into Ifa, Santeria. Then they're like, oh my God. Like, they just wouldn't help me. And I'm just like, that's why I just left the religion alone. I'm just like, I can't, if I want to help, it's like I can't help them if they don't want to help me. Like I need help and they wouldn't help me because I'm not like them. So I'm like, you know what? I'll be fine by myself. And I just left the religion alone. I'm like, fuck it. Fuck everybody. Whatever. But the spell broke, and I remember this guy, like, like he was so, like he was just everything. He was so smart. He was so handsome, and he was so like bossy. I like that. I like that he was bossy. Like he would command, and like everybody would just listen to him. Like everybody would follow him, and I'm just like, oh, I just like the way he is, the way he is. I just liked everything about him. It wasn't anything you could tell me that's gonna make me think any kind of way of this person because I liked him. It's like he did everything right. He did everything right, even if he was wrong. I was like, I don't fucking care. It's okay. I'd be like, it's okay. It's all right. It's a reason for everything, and it's all right. But whatever. And then the spell broke, and then all I remembered was him, but I didn't remember what had happened. Like what had happened. He's like, you don't remember what had happened? You don't remember? And it was like, it was an argument. It was like a disagreement, or I didn't. It was just a misunderstanding. I saw things one way, he saw things another way, and then we just stopped speaking from there. And it's like, how you stop speaking to someone that you love or that you care about? How you just let them go like that? And it's because it's magic. It's magic in the middle there. But I didn't know about magic. I didn't know how to protect myself. I didn't know that I was around people doing black magic. I didn't know people was doing black magic on me. I knew this little fucking Abo Mexico. I knew he was doing shit to me because my babalao, like when I was with him and he was, and he was doing stuff, everything was good. Everything was perfect. I never had any kind of problems. But I knew once I got with anyone else, and if things wasn't right, I knew it was them that was doing the work. They were doing stuff against me for things to go left. When I lost my job, I knew it was because of him. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be having problems like this. And I was like, it's because of this little guy, this little man, and this little troll, this little gremlin. And I was just like, and I was just so disgusted. And I just ghosted him. I stopped speaking to him. I disappeared. I just stopped. Whatever. No, just stopped speaking to him. But and then he's a spiritualist too. So all he did was just black magic, because I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't want to be his friend. I didn't want to work with him because I was like, yo, this mother fucking cursing me and doing shit to me and giving me bad luck. I was like, I don't want to be associated with anyone like that. So then I found another babala, and then I tell him what this little babala was doing, and then he didn't like he cared, but he didn't care. It's like he did the same thing this little babalao did. I don't even remember his name. I just know that he was giving me problems too. So I was like, oh hell no, I'm not fucking with none of these babalaos. Like they're just all bad luck, and they all do black magic. I was like, I don't want to be a part of that religion because everyone is doing black magic. My babalao didn't do that though. He wasn't like that with me. Like he could have did this shit, but he just wasn't like that with me. Like he was good with me. Like everything was alright. I never had any issues. Once I went somewhere else, I had problems ever since. Once I was not with my babalao, I had problems ever since. And they all did black magic for years. But the spell is broken. And I'm just like, oh my God. The spell is broken. It's been broken. But I couldn't remember what was happening. And then I remember what's happened when I look at the pictures of the past. Like you could tell me what had happened, and it's like it's not gonna register. Like I'm not gonna remember that way. Like I have to see something in order for me to remember. And I'm just like oh my God. So then I saw the picture. I saw what it was, and I was upset. I was like, oh my God, like He outside with all these other little girls, like all these other girls. I was like, he not even paying me no mind. So I'm thinking he already got somebody else. He has a baby. He has a whole life with somebody else. And I'm like, oh, let me just leave him alone, because I was like he don't like you. He's not that into you. That's how I felt. Like he just wasn't that into me. And then all these other bawalaos, it was nobody was ever like him. Nobody. Whatever, that's life, right? Learn the lessons in life. Learn black. Not I didn't do black magic. I didn't do black magic, but everybody was doing black magic on me. So I had to learn to cleanse myself, protect myself, because these fake ass babala, they was not helping me. They was not helping me. They was not protecting me. They was just cursing me all the time. And I'm like, oh my God, like I don't know how to do none of the work that they do, you know? It's like all I know how to do is just cleanse myself and protect myself, so the evil is not going to affect me. It's not going to affect my life. But the thing is, it just slows everything down. Like I'm supposed to be at a whole nother level, but because these people were delaying me for all this time, it just slowed everything down. So then it's like when it comes, it's gonna be an excess. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be a lot. Damn, my nose. It's gonna be an excess. It's gonna be an abundance. It's gonna be like an overflow of things because it was delayed for so long. And then it's like, why would you want to make someone your enemy when you know that they're destined for greatness? They could have been a friend, but they chose to be an enemy. So and then it's like, I don't keep people like that around me. I don't keep people like that around me. I cut them off so fast. Hell no. They can never be a part of my life. Ever, 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 ever. And then this little guy, like I would see pictures of my God. Like I would see pictures of him and I'm just like, oh, I remember him. And then I look at the pictures of this little mother, oh, Mexico, and then it's like red. Everything is red. I don't know. It's like disgust. It's like a hate. It's like, oh my God, like I hate this little motherfucker. I can't stand him because I know he did all this shit. But and then it's like I'm saying that it's this little person, but it's just a whole bunch of shit, and it's been black magic ever since. So then I'm thinking that he got all these women are jealous of me, and I don't know these women, but they know me. So then they sit in there and they're working against me because he's just helping me. Like he was just a bawalao. Like we were never anything. Like he was just I was a client, and he was helping me spiritually, but whoever he was around was mad because he was helping me. And I'm like, yo, why they mad? So they did their own black magic because they didn't want me to be with him or for him to help me. But we were never together. Like we were just friends. But it was like that was the first time I experienced the black magic and stabs. I felt stabs in my back, and I was like, I felt like betrayal. I felt just stabs in my back, and I'm telling him I'm feeling this shit. And then he must have thought I was crazy because I'm like, what the fuck? Like what? Like you feeling? He probably didn't believe me, but that was the first time I ever felt anything. I was 40 then, and then I've been dealing with black magic ever since. And then now I felt like my whole body, I was just itching all over. It felt like my whole body was on fire. I'm like, they doing this shit again. They're doing it again. And I'm like, I don't, and it's like anytime I talk to him, the black magic starts. And I'm just like, it's the people he's around that he don't believe me. And I'm like, oh my God. And I remember everything now. And then I'm like, it was because the people he was around. but I couldn't prove anything. Like, I can't prove, I could see it, I could feel it, but I can't prove it. And then he doesn't believe me. Then I'm like, all these people doing all this black magic on me, and he doesn't believe me because they're his friends. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. I just had to just say, fuck all of y'all and leave everybody alone. Whatever. But the spell broke. And the first person that I looked for was him. Why I looked for him first? Because I loved him. Like, I really cared for him. Like, I liked him. Like, he was the only person that was ever good to me was him. And I'm like, oh, I gotta find him. I gotta talk to him. I gotta tell him. And then even when I told him, he didn't believe me. And I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then the spell broke, but I didn't remember everything. Now I remember it. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, it's all these people doing black magic. It's all his people, all his friends, and all his fucking lovers, and all the whores after him is doing black magic. But he didn't believe me. He didn't believe me then. He didn't believe me now. So then it's like I don't fucking know. I don't know. All I know, I cleanse myself with the bath. The lamp. This is a lamp. Is an oil lamp, right? So it's water and salt, and like in the, I don't know, I got this from like in biblical times, right? Or in my book of Bible stories. She made a lamp, but she used the fat of the animal. She used the fat, and she made that fat into a candle, like into a lamp, and that's what gave them light for the evening or whatever. I don't know where it was in the Bible, but I remember that she made a lamp. It was a woman, and she made a lamp with animal fat, and I'm like, oh, like I can make a lamp with oil and water. That's where I got this from. It was from that. And then in the Spanish culture, we call them mechitas. They'll sell the wicks. They sell the wicks, and you just make the lamp yourself with water and oil. You can use the animal fat, like the grease, the leftover grease that we use. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The leftover grease, you could, instead of throwing away, you could just use it as a lamp. Make a lamp with it. Manifest with it. You can manifest with it. You can, what do you want? What do you want? All I wanted was justice. That's all I ever wanted was justice. I want the truth to come out. I want everything to just come out. And it's just like, oh my God. Justice for all of the injustices that's going on, all the crimes, all the criminal activity. I just want everything to come out, because I could say whatever is going on, and it's money. It's big money. It's property. It's inheritances. It's a whole bunch of stuff, and then it's like the death certificates. Like, it's so much you can do with a death certificate. Forging of documents. It's just a lot of shit. Nobody knows. And I'm just like, oh my God, nobody knows. Like, I do, my lamp is for the truth to come out. That's what I pray for, the lamp for the truth to come out. That's all. And I do the return of senders every day. Every day is to return negative energies back to wherever they are coming from. That's what I do return to senders for. I have to cleanse my energy, cleanse my space, and I have to keep going. It's like, it doesn't matter what happens in life. I just have to keep going, because the black magic is coming from everywhere. Because if I'm awakened now, and I'm like, the spell is broken, and I'm awakened now, they're going to do more black magic. It's going to backfire on them. It's gonna stick to them. They won't be able to cleanse it away. They won't be able to get rid of it. They're doing death spells. They're doing chaos magic. They're doing poverty spells. They're doing all kinds of spells. They're doing all kinds of black magic to ruin my life. These people don't know me. They don't know me. And then I'm not nobody's friend. So and then it's like the energy is gonna go back. I cleanse myself. I remove the energies from myself. I take a shower with salt every day to remove the energies from myself. And I use eggshell. I still have eggshells in my hair, and it's to put me in a protective bubble. That's what I use the eggshells for. And the salt is to remove the negative energies. But I have to use the splash all the time because it's just for myself. And the return of centers is to return the energies, because I can cleanse myself, but then you want to send the energy back too. I send the energy back. I cleanse myself and I send the energy back. It doesn't stick to me. I don't know how these people have not gotten hit with this shit, because they've been doing the black magic for a very long time, for years, right? Nothing happens to me. I just get better. I get stronger. I get wiser. I get hip to this shit. Like, I know this shit is happening. I know what they're doing, but I can't prove it. That's the thing. I can't prove it. So it's like, I don't know. But I send it back. I always send it back. So I don't know if they're going through difficult times. I don't know if they died. I don't know if they're going through the chaos. I don't know if they're going through all the shit that they wanted me to go through. I don't know if they're going through it, because I'm not there. It is in Nigeria. And then it's the courthouse too. So then it's just a lot of shit. And it's a lot of black magic. And it's different people. Different people, different groups, different organizations, different kinds of people. It could be rich people. It could be poor people. It could be all kind of people. And all I could do is just protect myself and return the energy back. That's all I can do. It's like, I don't do what they do, because to me, black magic is evil. To me, because it's just evil. It's a curse. When you sit there and you do black magic, you're cursing yourself. That's how I view black magic. That's why I will never do it to anyone. I don't care what they do to me. I'm not gonna do it back. Like, I don't care. But with a practitioner, if that's what they do, they'll never get karma, because they know what they're doing. And then it's like, if you're protecting me, you're looking out for me, nothing's gonna happen to you, because nothing's gonna happen to you because you're defending me, or you're protecting me. And then it's like, whatever powers I have is, I'm gonna cover you. That's all that's gonna happen. I'm gonna just cover you. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna be like, come here, like, I got you. And I'm gonna cover them. Whatever they do, I don't care what they do. But they can defend me whatever way they do it. I don't care. I don't care. But it's like, I don't know how to say it. That's why I can never be mad at black magic, because black magic is okay when it's done with the purpose. What is the purpose? Like, black magic was used on your oppressors, when people that are doing evil to you, or they're just trying to oppress you, make things hard for you, make things bad for you. So black magic was used on the oppressors. Then the oppressors knew, they started learning about black magic. So, and then that's how the rich people got to know about black magic, because we would use it on them. And then, they got hip to it, or they got too close, or they got too friendly, and they got our secrets. That's how they got our secrets. And they use our things against us, because they wanted to get close to us, is to get our knowledge, to get our things. So then you think it's beyond riches and gold and the pyramids and the pharaohs and the kings and queens and all this stuff. It's more than that. Like, we have a knowledge within ourselves that they don't have. Like, they don't have the history, the culture. They don't have that. So they sit there and they just try to appropriate, or they try to take it for themselves, or they try to act like that's their culture, and it's not their culture. What do you call that? What do you culture appropriation? Like, yo, you don't come from, you're a Neanderthal. That's what I think. You're like, you don't have no culture. Like, you just want to find out what we know. Like, our what how do you say it? It's like, you got to do your research, you got to do your own studies, and you see things for what it is. Because once I start talking, you either gonna get mad, or you're gonna be like, oh my god. Once I start talking this shit, that's why I don't say nothing. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone has their own way of seeing things and doing things. And it's cultural appropriation. It's like, they want to be us so bad, and they want to befriend us and be friends with us to take our knowledge, and to, that's why they make the movies of the pharaoh's times in Africa. And then they want to act like the pyramids and all that was white people. Like, they weren't white. It's African. Everyone was black there. But, white people came, cultural appropriation, and they took over. And then they made us forget where we came from, made us forget all of our things, And then we looking at the movies like the pharaohs and all that is white people. Nah, it was never white people as a pharaoh, as Cleopatra, as none of that. But, whatever. That's when you grow up and you learn your history and you figure things out for yourself, and you be like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. I grew up learning Christopher Columbus discovered America. The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. And he didn't discover America. He assassinated everybody. He just overthrew everybody. He killed everybody, raped the women, and did everything, stole everything from them, the land from them. And then he put a flag there and said that he found America. Like, America was here by Native Americans, but we were taught that he discovered it. And he killed everyone just so that he could take credit for discovering America. And I'm just like, and we were taught that. How we were taught. Later in life, I grow up, and later in life you figure out, like, oh, he fucking killed everybody and just took over the land. That's Christopher Columbus, and it's a holiday. It's a national holiday, and then they celebrate this man, and he was like a murderer, a rapist, a fucking, he was an evil man, like wicked. I'm like, and this was years ago. I'm just talking about the black magic, because there was always magic. Native Americans had magic too. They have their own powers, their own dances, their own rituals. They have their own way. Everybody has a way of doing things. They have their culture. White people don't have culture. They don't have that. They just know how to take things from other places, other people, other nations, and claim it as their own. Culture appropriation. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And don't get me to start talking. What was it? I was making this video. I was just talking about the black magic. I was talking about black magic. The curse is broken, and all this shit. Like, all this shit happened. All this shit had happened. Nobody believed me. I don't know. We see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just talking. Like, this video went all over the place, but I'm just talking about cleansings. The cleansing. I had to learn how to cleanse myself I lost my religion because no one would help me. I needed help, spiritual help, and nobody would help me. I had to help myself. And I would remember my godfather. My godfather would always tell me, calm down, calm down, Nana, calm down. Oh, the earth is going to heal you. He would say that the earth is going to heal you. You need to ground yourself in the earth. He will always tell me that. Go in the earth, go into nature. I'm like, yeah, go to the park. He's like, hug the tree, put your feet on the grass, and sit on the grass and ground yourself. I didn't get it then when he told me, but I get it now. Because I didn't have nobody to help me, nobody to look out for me, nobody to help me with nothing. I had to figure this shit out. But the earth will heal you, and it will ground you. And then you have to protect yourself from all this shit, because everybody's gonna be doing stuff and you're not gonna know, because everyone is gonna lie to you. Everyone is gonna lie to you, play in your face, and then it's like they're your friend. So then you don't know if to believe them because they're your friend. Why would your friend do that to you? And it's like you just gotta wake up from all this shit. Don't trust none of them. You're like, you know what? Let me do what I gotta do for myself. I gotta grow. I gotta heal. I gotta evolve, and I'm gonna cleanse my energy, my space. I'm still sick, like nasally, whatever. I know this video, I went all kind of different kind of ways, and I started talking about everything, because once I start talking about the nations and what had happened, the real history of things, you will get upset too. I'm Dominican. The bloodline is Dominican. My mother's from Dominican Republic. My father's Dominican Republic. But the bloodline, like, we had Africans in the Dominican Republic. That's why Dominican Republic shares the island with Haiti. And then Haiti, everyone is like dark skinned there. But we're in the Dominican Republic, it's like, but we're the same. They speak French in Haiti. We speak Spanish in the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic was conquered by the Spaniards. Haiti was conquered by French. That's why they speak French. It's just so crazy. And then they have their own concept of things, and then they have their own magic there. They do voodoo, straight up voodoo in Haiti. That's what they do. In the Dominican Republic, they do Santeria. And in the Dominican, every country has their own shit. Every country does some shit. Every country knows how to do it. You go to Hawaii, they have their own kind of things. Anywhere you go, they all do some shit. That's why you have to learn how to protect yourself from all this shit. Even in America, we have natural ways of doing things. They call them witches, witchcraft. That's what they have here. Witchcraft. Anywhere you go, any part of the country, any part of the world you go to, they do black magic. We just have to wake up and figure this shit out and protect ourselves. I know I am rambling and I'm talking about everything. Leave love, stay positive. Bye.